Hi, my name is Aiman Imanuddin bin Amran, and today I'm gonna present about the benefits of drinking teas. Have you ever went to Mama and ordered aneh, teh ais satu, teh tarik satu, teh ais satu, mangkuk ikat tepi? Yes, and all the tea drinks. But do you really know what is the actual benefit of teh ais, or any tea drinks? Yes, and today I'm gonna present it to you guys right now. Before we go straight to the benefits, let's take a look about the history of tea. A Chinese farmer named Shunan Tang poisoned himself almost 72 times until a leaf dragged by wind came into his mouth and revived him. That was the tea had been found. Or is it an ancient legend? We don't know. But actually, tea has been known in China since about 6,000 years ago, but become daily drink 1,000 years ago. It is the second most consumed beverage in the world after water today. Let's go deeper to the timeline. In 9th century, Tang Dynasty, a Japanese monk brought the tea plants to Japan. So, Japan have their own ritual with tea at that century. Next, in 13th century, in Ming Dynasty, they used their brain to shift the tea press into cake into a loose leaf tea, and that's how the tea became a drink. And suddenly the market goes higher, demand's getting higher because the advantages, they know the importance of tea, and it makes the one of 3 essential Chinese export goods. In 16th century, when the demand's getting higher, the Dutch traders brought the tea to Europe for the first time. And when the teas come to Europe, the Great Britain at the same time expanding its colonial influence, and so as tea, because when they go to war, they brought the tea with them to drink. In 17th century, tea in Europe is getting the demand's getting higher. The tea in Europe sold 10 times the price of coffee. Imagine, you pay for $1 for a coffee. Then you need to pay $10 for a cup of tea also. Then, when the demand is higher, they were all racing to the China to bring back the tea to the Europe to maximize their profits. So, when the demand's getting higher but the supplies is limited because the tea plants can only grow at China, the price is getting really high until the price of the tea is equivalent to an opium. Opium is kind of drug at that time. Then the Opium War has begun, and China ceded the part of Hong Kong to British because British have a stronger soldiers. At the same centuries, 18th centuries, the British East India Company take control of the market, and they smuggle the trees from China to India, and that's how the tea is getting expanded. In late 19th century, tea growing had spread to Sumatra and Iran and extended to non-ASEAN countries such as Natal, Malawi, and Mozambique in Africa, Argentina, Brazil, and Peru in South America, and to Queensland in Australia. Next, and another things about tea you need to know is the classification. Tea have 4 classification. First is black tea. Black tea is actually teh ais, teh ais limau, and so on. The one of popular brand is Boh tea, teh Boh, because Boh is original from Malaysia. They have farm in Cameron Highlands. Black tea is a fermented tea. Unlike the green tea, which is the second classification, green tea is unfermented. Next, we have herbal tea. Herbal tea has many types of herbal teas, such as hibiscus tea, chamomile tea, and Gentian tea. These 3 is one of the is the most common one lah. And lastly, we have oolong tea. What is oolong tea? Oolong tea is semi-fermented tea, which is it is between the fermented and unfermented. We have oolong tea right here. Yes. Firstly, let's take a look at the black tea. What is actually a black tea, and what is its benefit? What is its benefit? So, black tea is made from the leaves of the Camellia sinensis plant, the same plant that used to make green tea. However, the leaves are dried and fermented, giving black tea a darker color and richer flavor. The benefits: it can combat inflammation and support healthy immune function. First. Secondly, it can ease inflammation caused by skin rashes and conditions such as poison ivy. Thirdly, if you don't drink black tea, it can be steamed, cooled, and then pressed on minor cuts, scrapes, and bruises to relieve pain and reduce swelling. That's very interesting information. Next, what is actually a green tea? Green tea originates from China that has been transported to Japan. So, China and Japan have their own process of tea. In China, the leaves are processed with heat using a pan firing or roasting method. But in Japan, the leaves are commonly steamed. So, there's a difference between China teas and Japan teas. That's the interesting part. So, what are the benefits? Yeah, green tea help boost your heart health by lowering bad cholesterol and reducing blood clotting. Secondly, green tea has a possible impact on liver, breast, prostate, and colorectal cancers. So, green tea acts as antioxidant. So, lastly, 1 cup of matcha, which is matcha is the one of green tea family. 1 cup of matcha is the equivalent to 10 cups of regular green tea. So if you go to the cafe and the cafe serve matcha, it is more preferred to order matcha than a regular green tea. So you can choose whether you want to matcha or green tea because both have different benefits. Next, we have herbal tea. What is herbal tea? Herbal teas contain a blend of herbs, spices, fruits, and other plants in addition to tea leaves. Herbal teas don't contain caffeine, which is why they are known for their calming properties. Let's take a look at the top 3 most common herbal teas. Firstly, we have hibiscus tea. Hibiscus flower is our national flower, but it's actually a tea. Hibiscus tea lowers blood pressure and fat level, improves overall liver health, can stave off cravings for unhealthy sweets, and may prevent the formation of kidney stones. Next, we have chamomile tea, number 2. Chamomile tea helps to reduce menstrual pain and muscle spasms. It improves sleep and relaxations and reduce stress. So, if you're having trouble of getting sleep, try to drink chamomile tea. And lastly, we have ginger tea. Ginger tea helps to fight against morning sickness, can be used to treat chronic indigestion, and helps to relieve joint pain caused by osteoarthritis. Yes, and that's for the herbal tea. Next. And lastly, we have oolong tea. What is oolong tea? Oolong tea is a traditional Chinese tea variety that's made from the same plant used to make green tea and black teas. Oolong tea is somewhere in between the two, so it's partially oxidized. This partial oxidation is responsible for oolong tea's color and characteristic taste. So what is the benefit? What are the benefits? Firstly, it reduces anxiety and increase alertness and attention. It also can help prevent cognitive disease such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. Lastly, it can lower inflammation preventing the growth of cancer as antioxidants, just like green tea, and decreasing type 2 diabetes risk. In conclusion, people all over the world have been drinking tea for thousands of centuries, and for good reasons. Numerous studies have shown that a variety of teas offers so many benefits. So, after this, when you go to Mama and order teh or ice, you know what is their benefit to you. And that's all from me, I think. Thank you so much for listening, and have a good day. Bye bye.